Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now, if you clicked on this video, obviously you're interested in what I have to say about rolling back your biological age, which includes how your skin looks, by about 30 years. Is it possible? Well, of course it's absolutely possible. I did it. And if you happen to be new to my channel, you may not know that I just turned 61 years old in March. I know I don't look it. We're going to talk about the reasons why and what I do in today's video, which is also important to note here. There will be future videos coming out on very specific things that I do, deep dives into those. So if you're not subscribed, I know it's a call for you to subscribe to the channel, but you really should think about doing it and set that notification bell so you don't miss those deep dive videos. All right, so let's talk anti-aging when it comes to your skin and your body. Obviously, skincare is probably about 33 to 40% of the game. And I know that's probably going to surprise you guys. I'm a skincare expert. I've been doing this stuff for 38 years, a long-time esthetician with a lifetime of experience, both approaching skincare and health and wellness from a holistic standpoint. And also, of course, we have all these wonderful tools these days, red light therapies, laser therapies, all kinds of things to keep your skin looking great or to take time off your skin. But again, folks, that's only 33% of the game. So what else do I do? Well, obviously my diet plays a huge role. I'm a person who does not eat a lot of sugar, if at all. Of course, there are times when I eat sugar. I just had a birthday, so of course I had birthday cake. But I avoid things like refined sugar, hydrogenated seed oils. I also stay as far away from processed food as possible. My diet is high protein, low carb, and I also do intermittent fasting on a daily basis. All of this I put in place back in my late teens and 20s because I had severe cystic acne that was not being cured by any means whatsoever. So clearly, through the years, it has paid off. I don't have high blood pressure. I'm not on any sort of medications. The great news is I just did a biomarker test, which had my biological age, not my chronological age, which again is 61, at 38 and a half years old. It actually ticked down half a year. Now, if you think that sounds like mumbo jumbo, I understand why you might feel that way, but there was a study that just came out, a HealthGot study, which I will link to in the video description below so you can go ahead and read this, which was a randomized clinical trial. The best way to do this took 42 generally healthy adults and divided them into a control group and a group that went through a treatment that was 8 weeks long that included changes in their diet, their level of fitness and exercise, relaxation techniques, also included probiotics and phytonutrients in their diets as supplements, and in just 8 weeks were able to roll back the biological age of these adults by almost 4 years. So that right there scientifically backs and shows you what I've been living for the last 38, almost 40 years, is that these lifestyle changes can make a huge difference in areas of brain health, cardiovascular health, bone and joint health, and of course, your skin's health. And that's one of the big reasons I chose to film today's video in my workout room, because exercise and fitness, along with dietary changes, and of course a good skincare program, which is what we talk about on my channel the most, can start to roll back those years no matter where you are on the spectrum. It really can make that much difference, and I live it every single day. And as I said, I will be doing deep dives in each of these areas to help you guys set up a plan of your own. And to my online community, Skin So Fabulous, I'm going to be adding a section that is just dedicated to diet and fitness. I'll be talking about intermittent fasting and how that's been of huge benefits to me. Mindfulness, meditation, which I also practice every day. All of those things will be at your fingertips in these future videos. But back at the end of March, when I turned 61, I started this whole thing off with a video which I'm going to attach to this one so you can just keep on watching. You don't have to go find it. This is going to start to set the foundation and the groundwork of what you can do to not only have the best looking skin you've ever had at any age, but also some of the best health benefits you can have at any age. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Obviously it's the holidays. There is a Christmas tree behind me for very good reason. We are filming this video on December 24th, 2024. As I approach 2025, where I'm going to become 61 years old, there have been a lot of conversations, a lot of videos this year around what I'm doing to actually help myself stay youthful, both physiologically and of course, how I keep my skin looking this good at 60 years old. I'm going to be sharing specific things with you, like the foods that I eat, supplements that I take, skincare techniques that I use, all in this video. And because it is the season of believing, and there are a lot of you non-believers out there about how old I am, and I know this from all the comments I see, here is my actual passport with my date of birth on it. So that controversy put aside, no, I have not had any fillers, no Botox, no facelifts, no grafts, no threading, none of those procedures. And I'm not against having them done should I ever need them, and nor should you be. So what I've done today for this video is take the best information that I have shared across this last year, focused around the specific things I'm doing in my life to help maintain my health, my energy, my looks, of course, all of which under real age testing, always 20 to 25 years younger than my chronological age. So I've cut out all the intros and the outros, taken the very specific information, put into this compilation video. I have added chapters. So while this video is a little bit longer than my normal videos, you'll be able to watch these chapters, come back and rewatch them, notate which ones were more meaningful for you, all without having to write things down. And any specifics, such as products that I've been using or techniques that I've been using, will be listed down below in the video description box for you, so you don't even need to write anything down. That all said, let's jump right in, and I'll see you at the very end of this video compilation. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. You know, questions abound about aging, certainly keeping skin looking healthier and young, all very important, appearances, of course, right? But also, there is the underlying health that is really a big part of the aging process, and it really does play a big role in even how we look. As a skincare professional of 37 years, I talk incessantly about ingredients, how they work, do they work, and of course I try to make sure that everyone has reasonable expectations. What we don't talk enough about is diet and fitness and longevity, which you're going to see a lot more of on this channel as we move forward, because let's face it, I'm 60 now, and that's a big number. Whether people like it or not, believe it or not, I don't really care. I'm 60. And there is a reason why I am healthy, not just look healthy and younger than my age, but I am healthy and younger than my age biologically by quite a few years. I routinely get blood tests done, and my biological age usually falls somewhere between 38 and 40. So I get a lot of questions, a lot of requests to talk about what do I do? What am I doing to maintain my health and not just look good, but feel good, my energy levels. I get questioned online about the truth of being 60, certainly not in my social circle. Everyone knows, and my family knows how old I am, so there's that. But online, it's hard for a lot of people to comprehend that a person can sound good, because people think I don't sound 60, whatever that actually means. So in today's video, not meant to be a full tutorial, although I am working on something about how I got to be this age much more robust. But let's talk about food, because food has played an important role in my health since I was very young. First and foremost is making sure that I drink enough water. Everyone should drink enough water to stay hydrated. That is 8 to 9 cups of water for women and up to 13 cups of water for men, making sure that that happens throughout the day. And of course, I work out and sweat, which means that's more water for me and my diet. So drinking enough water, basic, I know, but one of the most important things you can do for your body and your skin. And when it comes to actual food, I am actually quite disciplined in my diet. It's a rare occasion or a rare day that I don't eat an avocado. Along with avocados, my diet is high in fruits and vegetables. Again, I like salads, so it's somewhat easier for me, but making sure that I eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables, leafy greens. And while leafy greens like kale, not exactly my favorite, I have learned to work around that and make sure that those stay in my diet. I eat a diet high in tomatoes. Tomatoes are very good, especially for men, because of the nutrients, lycopene, good for your eyes, all of the different colors of vegetables. There was a book that had a major influence on my diet that I read in my 20s called Spiritual Nutrition and the Rainbow Diet. And it talked about all the different colors of foods that you needed in your diet. And while, yes, that book was a little new agey, it really did open my eyes to the nutritional benefits of those vegetables. I also love berries. Blueberries absolutely been my favorite thing since I was a little kid. I eat blueberries every single week. They go into smoothies, they go into salads. One of my favorite salads happens to be watermelon, blueberries, and feta cheese. All those antioxidants helping me to fend off free radical damage. And of course, there are the citrus fruits that I eat that are high in vitamin C. I've always had a diet very high in vitamin C. Then there are the oils like olive oil. I take a tablespoon of olive oil with a dash of sea salt every single day. Love my olive oil. It's the first thing that I eat after a fasting period, and I will be doing a video on intermittent fasting and how that benefits me. But olive oil, so good for you in so many ways. Olive oil helps your body fight inflammation, and it boosts your immune system to fight off diseases. And of course, an oil like that is going to really help keep your skin hydrated. And then of course I take omega oils every single day as a supplement as well. So oil plays a big role in my healthy diet. And I try to stay away from hydrogenated or unhealthy seed oils, along with processed foods and sugary drinks. I pretty much cut sugar completely out of my diet from the time I was 20 until I was about 35. Now, of course, I will have treats. It's Halloween. I'm going to have some candy. Holidays are coming up, but processed foods and refined sugar do not have a role in my daily diet. And also, fortunately for me, I like other foods like walnuts, peanuts, cashews, and especially almonds. I eat one type or all of them on a daily basis. They provide the minerals that my body, bones, and tissues need to repair and rebuild themselves. And these types of foods all play the basic role in my diet. And of course, I consume other things. I like bone broth because it provides collagen peptides that your body needs to repair collagen tissues and help strengthen elastin. That, along with fatty fish and lean meats like chicken and turkey, and occasionally some lean beef thrown in for protein. And to supplement my high need for protein, because I work out and I'm 60, you need more protein as you get older, I also have a plant-based part of my diet in the form of a smoothie with Chava, a plant-based protein powder, as the basis of that smoothie. And for those of you who might be interested in investigating that protein powder, Chava, I will put a link down below in the video description box and you can check it out. It's one of my favorite things. So as I said, this video today is to introduce you to the things that I'm doing in my diet at this age that are helping me to maintain my biological age in my late 30s versus my chronological age of 60, keeping my muscles, bones, and joints and brain healthy. And of course, I hope you guys find this information useful. That's why I wanted to get it out for you, because I get asked every week. Someone is asking me these questions. So I promise you, there are detailed videos coming of what I do on a day-to-day basis, from my actual day-to-day diet, my fitness routines, how I handle intermittent fasting. So I have autophagy, where we're removing old dead skin cells, to the supplements I take that help me accomplish. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my 60-year-old neck and how I keep it looking this way. So yes, if that seems like a surprise to some of you that are new, it's a well-known fact. I turned 60 back in March. And one of the things that helps me look like I defy my years is the fact that my neck is pretty much not aged. And there are some things that I want to share with you that you can do no matter where you are in your life journey, whether you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, 60s, onward, even your 20s, that not only can help reverse the signs of aging on the neck, but can help preserve the skin of the neck, keeping you look far younger than your years. Now, if you happen to be new to my channel and not familiar with who I am Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. Been doing skincare with folks for 37 years, helping folks like you find skincare that's going to work for them, not empty their wallet, and not do them more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube from someone who walks the talk, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. But let's dive into this. Okay, neck skin, very thin, prone to the signs of aging much sooner than other parts of the body for a variety of reasons. Just not that the skin of the neck is thinner, there are less oil glands, and oftentimes throughout a person's lifetime, there's more exposure to sunlight for the upper chest, the neck, and on us guys, even the back of the neck. And 70 to 90% of those signs of aging are photo-aging related. So we want to address that in today's video. So what do I do? Well, there are three things: moisturize, treat, and protect. So just keep that in mind. Moisturize, or hydration of the skin of the neck. Treatments to keep the neck looking good for sun damage, age spots, and discoloration. And protection from the damaging effects of the sun. Now, when it comes to the first, and perhaps one of the most important things, is the hydration of the skin of the neck, there are many options available. All kinds of neck creams, serums, but you can actually use products that are already in your skincare routine. So if you're already using a good moisturizer in your skincare routine, which I do, that has hyaluronic acid or polyglutamic acid or any humectants that are going to help hold moisture into the skin, pull it in from the air, help your skin stay super hydrated throughout the day. Now, I have my favorites. Some of these are high end, some are not. It is not necessary to spend a ton of money on a moisturizer for your neck specifically. I just happen to like the formulation of this one. This is System 41, or I like to call it System 41. It's fairly expensive, but it's an excellent formulation for the neck area because it contains amino acids or peptides that help your skin stay healthier longer. It also has the ability to moisturize my neck throughout the day. And a well-formulated neck cream is going to have retinoids in it to help speed up cellular turnover, help your skin create healthier cells that last longer. So if you're gonna do a neck cream specifically, instead of just your moisturizer, try to look for brands that contain retinoids already in them or retinol. Now we'll put some suggestions for those down in the video description box along with what I'm using. You guys can check them out for yourself, pick what you think is best for you. But in this first step of hydration, I like to add extra moisture to my skin. Again, I'm 60, so my skin tends to be a little more dry these days than it used to be. Gone are the days of oily skin and acne breakouts for me. So I like this product. It's Mario Badescu's Facial Hydrating Spray. It's got aloe, orange, and sage. Very, very good for the skin. I just spray that on just enough to dampen up the skin for any treatments you might want to be using for discoloration. And for sun damage, age spots, dark patches, those type of treatments, I like Good Molecules Discoloration Serum. Very inexpensive product. 3 different acids in this product, including tranexamic acid to help fade those age spots and help your skin manage melanin production much better. I just put a few drops of this on my fingers. Okay. And then I pat that in to the neck area and the upper chest. And again, this helps fade out any dark areas. It gives the skin a much brighter, more even look. And then I mentioned peptides in your moisturizers. One of my favorite peptides is Agiraline, which has been known as Botox in a bottle. Not exactly Botox, but it does do something similar to the muscles just under the skin. It's a peptide, which is an amino acid that actually disrupts the communication just between the muscles enough to slow them down and to relax them, helping to decrease the amount of dynamic wrinkles that go on in the neck area, thus reducing static wrinkles that stick around that we see. So for vertical lines, horizontal lines, Agiraline is really effective. Again, just a few drops of this onto my fingers. This one is by Astrowood. Links will be down in the video description box, as I said. And we're gonna pat that in to the neck area, especially right here above the upper chest, where those ligaments and muscles get stretched as we go throughout our day. And then it's good to apply a very healthy amount of moisturizer. This is the step you want to be very generous with your products, using an upward motion till they are fully absorbed. This moisturizer is very rich, but again, you can use any moisturizer you like. For those of you very budget conscious, something like polyglutamic acid as a moisturizer works exceptionally well on the neck area because it traps moisture in the skin and it really boosts the effectiveness of those other products. So I want to emphasize here, again, I'm not trying to sell you on really expensive products. You do what's best for you budget-wise, but I'm giving you the steps that can really make a difference. And even though my neck looks really good anyway, this just really boosts the youthfulness of my skin, making it hydrated, plump, and healthy looking. Then, of course, the next step is protect. I talk about sunscreen here on the channel all the time, and I know there's a lot of controversy out there. People think it causes cancer. It doesn't. I've looked at the studies. There's no person that got cancer from using sunscreen. But that's a video for another time. You can use a mineral sunscreen. You can use a hybrid, which is a mixture of mineral sunscreen and less obnoxious chemical sunscreens. Or you can use your favorite sunscreen. The sunscreen you need to use is the one that you will use. If you've been with me any length of time, you guys know that I love DRMLTGY Sunscreen, DRMLTGY, just the consonants, because it's a 46 SPF. It's a mineral hybrid that works exceptionally well, stays put, does not travel anywhere, does not get in your eyes, gives you the best protection from a very low dose of mild chemical sunscreen with mineral. And we want to make sure that we protect all the areas that are exposed to the sun every single day. And what a lot of people don't understand about sunscreen is it doesn't just stop the damage. It actually helps your skin repair old sun damage by turning off the need for it to protect itself from the damaging effects of the sun. So the longer you use sunscreen, the better your skin looks. So you can think of it almost like a serum, not just something you put on to protect your skin. These 3 important steps make all the difference, but I'm not done. I'm going to give you my other big secret, and that is a set of exercises that I have been doing. One of the most popular videos on my channel is this neck exercise video, but I'm not going to make you go find that video. I'm going to actually cut out the intros and the outros on that and add it to this one so you can keep watching and learn these very effective neck exercises that will give you results within just a few days. And if you don't believe me, go and check out the comments on that video of how quickly these folks that do this consistently see results. I will attach the link to that actual video also down in the video description box so you can check those comments out. Just amazing exercises based on old school yoga, but they absolutely work. And you can see I'm 60. I don't have turkey neck. I don't have a double chin. I don't have crepey skin on my chest or neck. These steps will work, I promise you. Now, as with any exercise you start, you want to start easy and you want to go slow. You don't want to do a bunch of repetitions the very first day because you're going to end up having some soreness and then you'll give up and not come back and do them. And they really, really do work very well. Most of you guys that follow the channel know I will be turning 59 in March. That means I'm 1 year and barely 3 months away from being 60. Yes, 60. It's hard for me to believe. But truly, and I'm proud to say, I do not have a 60-year-old looking neck or face. Some of these yoga exercises I've been practicing since I learned them from my grandmother in my 20s. Oh, so many years ago. Yeah, like the 80s. So let's get started. You want to sit up straight. If you have long hair, you want to get that out of the way whenever you're doing any sort of skincare routine or you're doing these facial exercises. Very simply, you sit up straight and relax. Very important when you're doing these type of exercises to relax. We do not want to stretch the skin. Our goal is to stretch the muscles and work and tone the muscles underneath the skin. Big difference. As you can see here, using my fingertips, it doesn't take a lot of lift to actually move all of the entirety of your neck skin. 1/4 of an inch movement will actually lift all of it. We want to sit upright, look straight forward, and we're going to be using our swallowing muscles or mechanism while we do this exercise and purse our lips out just a little, just to be able to feel these muscles right underneath the skin. And though I usually do this for a count of 10, we're going to do it for a count of 5 today for the video and for those of you who are new. So are you ready? And relax. That's the basic move, but there's a little more to it than that. Now we're going to do it to the left side. Then we're going to do it to the right side for the same thing. Count of 5, count of 5. Are you ready? All right, so you will feel the movement in these muscles to the right side when you do this to the left. Then we're going to do it to the right side to work the left side muscles. Are you ready? And of course, we're going to feel that over here on this side. So this facial exercise is a set of 3 movements. Now, you can do this up to 5 times. So that's that 3-set movement 5 times, working your way up 2 to 3 times per week the first week, working to where you're doing it daily. I do it in the morning first thing, and you can work the timing count up to 10. Now, why this works so well is that as we get older, we lose collagen density in our skin. Those muscles that we tend to use in the neck and the face get tired. We use them a lot. People that have had fillers and Botox along the jawline, also those muscles tend to shrink over time, making the skin a lot looser. And more good news, on top of it, as we get older, we tend to lose some of the bone density that's in our chin and our jaw, leading to the double chin, the loose jaw skin, and the saggy loose skin on the neck. This is a simple, non-invasive way that will help lift and tighten and tone all of that without Botox or fillers or any sort of surgery. Topical creams and serums do an amazing job at helping our skin stay and look more youthful, but they're not helpful in fighting the aging that's actually happening in our body. And some of the most powerful anti-aging ingredients can't be absorbed through your skin. For instance, many vitamins work from the inside out, giving us both inner and outer health, not meaning you need to forego your topical solutions, but taking a multi-pronged approach from the inside and the outside can give you the best
looking skin and skin health as a multi-pronged defense. And I'm going to be sharing 5 anti-aging supplements helping to keep me biologically younger at age 60, all in today's video. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here after this hurricane. If you guys missed it, I put an update about how we survived here in St. Pete, or are surviving and recovering from Hurricane Milton. If you really want to know what that feels like or what we're going through, this is a pretty good idea. That said, if you're new to my channel, we don't talk about hurricanes. We talk about skincare, wellness, longevity, and today we're going to be talking about 5 supplements that can help you stay younger biologically and look years younger than you really are. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. I've been doing skincare for 37 years, helping people find skincare products and approaches that will work for them without emptying their wallet or doing them more harm than good. So if that is the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube from someone who's been walking the talk a really long time, I hope you stick around and subscribe. But let's dive right in and talk about these. This is not going to be one of those fancy videos. I'm going to get right into the information. I will also be putting links to these supplements or my recommendations for these supplements down below in the video description box, along with the RDA amounts daily you should be taking if they apply. And I have to say here, anytime you start a supplement or add something to your diet or exercise routine or your wellness strategy, you should always discuss it with your medical professional first to make sure it doesn't interfere with any medications or anything that you might have going on. That said, again, let's talk about the first one on the list, which happens to be an ingredient, nutrient, supplement that does not absorb through the skin, but actually works from the inside out. Perhaps one of the most important that have been proven in studies in the last several years. In fact, the last 2 years, and that is collagen peptides. Now, collagen peptides are not collagen. They are amino acids, 19 of them, that are the building blocks of collagen. They are the amino acids that your body actually uses to put together collagen molecules to keep your skin healthy, firm, and youthful looking, to help with joint health, bone health, and as we all have heard, they do help with hair and nail strength and growth. Very important amino acids for your body and for longevity. You can get some of them from food, but it's difficult for most of us to get enough of those amino acids in the right combinations to be helpful just from food. So we have supplements. Now, this one is Vital Proteins. This particular blend of collagen peptides, very helpful for the body overall, but particularly skin collagen and hair and nail growth. Signs of premature aging, brittle nails, weaker, brittle hair, breaking off the follicles, that sort of thing. Collagen peptides added to your diet can make a significant difference. Now, it takes time for these to show up. I did a video on these 2 years ago when I tested them out for myself, coming back and reporting on the effectiveness of this particular type of supplement at 8 weeks, which is when I began to notice the beneficial effects. Now, you can get these in powders, flavored powders, gummies, even capsule form. But taking them on a daily basis as part of your diet can really make a big difference in skin hydration, collagen production, and it's going to help products that you're using on your skin, like topical tretinoin, retinol, or rapamycin, work better because the ingredients for collagen are going to be present in your body working from the inside out. Makes total sense, right? And the really good news is there have been some very deep studies done on this the last couple of years on the efficacy, because there was a lot of conjecture out there. Do they work? Do they not work? A lot of back and forth, and then these studies came out with measurable improvements and increases in collagen levels in the skin. So yes, they do work and should be something you consider adding to your diet as early as your early 30s to help support and maintain collagen production. Next up on the list of supplements that I take and would not miss out on is the nutrient or vitamin A. Very important role in the health of your body and your skin, and in particular, slowing the aging effect on your skin and body. Vitamin A, where we get tretinoin, which is retinol or retinoids from, over-the-counter retinol, retinaldehyde, all of those come from vitamin A. Very helpful when applied topically to the skin, but also extremely necessary to make sure you're getting enough of it, not too much because that can be a problem, but enough of it, as vitamin A is not naturally produced by our bodies. So making sure you take a supplement, a multivitamin is fine. And maintaining the proper amount of vitamin A in your diet doesn't just help your skin, it really is important for eye health, a stronger immune system, and even helps your heart and lungs operate properly. Next up on the list is a supplement that I've talked about on the channel because of its importance especially for women, in maintaining calcium levels and putting calcium where it belongs, keeping it out of the arteries, keeping it out of the brain, and keeping it in the bones, and bioavailable for body repair and collagen production. And that is vitamin K2 plus D3. So this is really a 2-for-1. You're getting the D3, which we all know vitamin D is extremely, extremely important for overall health, helping to promote longevity and reduce the risk of illness. A powerful anti-aging and longevity vitamin. Maintaining proper levels of vitamin D has been shown in a 33% increase in the lifespan of humans. It also helps protect your skin from ultraviolet light. It helps protect your body overall from cancer. As I said, when combined with vitamin K2, the two together are a powerhouse supplement that is going to help your body manage calcium in a more efficient and healthy way, giving you great looking skin and improving your overall health. Our next powerhouse supplement, one you probably heard of, but don't think too much about because we don't talk about it very much, and that's selenium. And selenium is a trace mineral that your body actually needs to function properly, helping to keep your body's cells actually reproducing healthier cells that live longer, being associated with the length of your telomeres, which are actually what decide how long your cells live. And new research shows that selenium can play an important role in fighting the signs of aging, in particular when it comes to age-related illnesses and diseases like cardiovascular disease. And now for the next supplement that we have talked about on this channel a lot, and that is the importance of fatty acids, omega-3s in your diet to support overall health and to power up collagen production while still protecting the collagen and elastin you do have, reducing inflammation, improving hydration. Having the right amount of omega-3s in your diet helps your body actually produce ceramides, which helps build up your skin's natural barrier. It helps prevent and reduce UV light damage, also reducing the inflammation that occurs when our skin is overexposed to sunlight. And one of the most fascinating benefits of omega-3 supplementation is its effect on people that have very sensitive skin. It actually reduces skin sensitivity. It's been shown to help reduce flare-ups of eczema and psoriasis. And omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are actually quite easy to get into your diet from foods. Oilier fish like salmon and tuna, seeds, nuts, and of course we also have food that is now fortified with omega-3 and omega-6. However, for someone like me who works out a lot, has a keto-based diet, does intermittent fasting, supplementation of omega-3 and omega-6 is an easy way to make sure you're getting that in your diet every day. The benefits are just amazing. So those are my top 5 supplements. Certainly not everything that I do in my diet. I will be doing more videos on what I do specifically, but these 5 basic supplements are something you should really consider for maintaining your overall health, not just the time clock on the way your skin is going to look as you get older, but that internal biological clock that keeps us younger longer. Now, if you guys found this video today helpful and informative, if you did, please like it, share it out, let me know your questions in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out those links in the video description for the supplement recommendations that I have and the recommended daily allowances of these particular supplements. Again, talk to your doctor before you add them. What if there were a way to unveil the fountain of youth scientifically? Well, the good news is with all of the new science and research that has happened over the last 5 years, we have kind of begun to unravel the science of the fountain of youth or pro-aging. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I have a little secret. I'm 60. And I know I don't look 60, I don't sound 60, but fortunately for me, my friends, my family, and professionally, people know how old I am. I've been talking about skincare since I was like 17. Now, not professionally, that didn't start until my 20s, but I must say the last 5 or 6 years have been the most exciting time when it comes to healthy aging for our brains, our cardiovascular system, and our skin, all at the cellular level. A lot of this research, very new. Things like the Health Got study from 3 years ago that showed us that a moderate change in activity, diet, and our sleeping patterns actually roll the clock back 8 years in just 3 months. That's a big deal. Not to mention the new science and products behind cellular aging like rapamycin, a drug that comes from the actual dirt from Easter Island. I know this sounds so far out, but it's really not. Used to help people retain new organs that are transplanted, has now been found to be able to stop aging at the cellular level in the skin. That's another big deal, another step forward. And we now know more than ever what's behind the aging process itself. And while it's not complicated, it is somewhat complex, with a number of factors way beyond genetic predisposition affecting how we all look and feel as we move through the years. Now, I'm going to keep this video simple and straightforward today because we're going to take a deep dive in the areas that I'm going to talk about later on in the channel as we move into the new year. So this is a great time, if you're not subscribed, to do that and make sure your notification bells are on. Now, if you happen to be new to me and the channel itself, I'm Chris Gibson, skincare expert. I've been helping people with skincare for 37 years, helping all of us to find the latest ways to get our best health and skin ever without emptying our wallets and doing more harm than good, because that happens a lot when we talk about health and wellness, and especially in skincare. One of the common myths around the process of aging is you cannot be a thriver as you get older. And I'm living proof that's not true. And I'm not the only one. There are many people, and I'm not just talking about celebrities that we see like Cher and many others who also have plastic surgery. Looking beyond the physical appearance, these folks have a lot of energy, they're healthy, and again, they are thriving. So rather than it be winding down and dying, it's happy, healthy, happy, healthy, happy, healthy, thrive, 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 then dead. And that's exactly what my goal and process and experience has always been, to be the healthiest version of me in every moment as I move forward, making the changes and adapting to the new science as I've gotten older. And it's paid many dividends. First, let's talk about the power of nutrition, because I've often said, and it is so absolutely true, when it comes to the role the aging process plays in your body and with your skin, has a lot to do from what goes on from the inside out. Now, I'm not going to spend minutes in this video talking about how healthy any particular diet is. The Mediterranean diet is one of the healthiest. It's one of the most well-known, but there's some factors in that diet you can apply in your everyday life to make sure that you're getting the nutrients, antioxidants, and fiber that you need, your body needs, to stay healthy and thriving longer. And that includes taking certain supplements, making sure you're getting enough vitamin E, vitamin D3, plus vitamin K2, which we talk a lot about here on the channel, because those vitamins help move calcium around in the body and get it to where it needs to be, especially important for post-menopausal ladies who we all know lose bone mass as we get older, which also contributes to the sign of aging. As our bones shrink underneath our skin, guess what? It gets saggy and makes us look older. So anything we can do to preserve bone volume through regular, moderate exercise and adding supplements like vitamin D3 plus K2, very good choice to make. So a dietary pattern that includes very little processed food and sugar. I'm a big anti-sugar guy, I'll tell you that right now. I cut out sugar in my diet when I was 18 years old because I had such a bad case of acne. Incurable acne, they called it, because we had tried everything, including Accutane, and it just would not go away. But when I took sugar and dairy out of my diet and went on a fast for 3 days, my skin cleared up for the first time in years, and it has stayed clear ever since. So diet played that much of a role in that health issue that I had. And that's what actually sparked my journey on holistic health and skincare in the first place. So a diet high in vegetables, leafy greens, with the addition of berries such as blueberries and citrus such as orange, lemons, limes, and grapefruit. That also takes into consideration healthy oils like olive oil, which I actually take a tablespoon of every single day, can help to rebalance everything in your body, from your digestive system to your immune system, and of course those antioxidants helping to protect our skin cells from the damaging effects of free radicals. And then of course, there's your actual skincare routine, which is what this channel has been focused on since the beginning. A well thought out, personalized skincare routine that you follow consistently will pay you dividends that will shock you as you get older. I began using sunscreen in my teens. Not a popular thing to do in the 80s, but I did it anyway. And I took a lot of grief from my friends of always being the last one to get somewhere because I had to make sure I was covered in sunscreen. And I can tell you today, when we meet up, they look at me and go, you were absolutely right. And because I protected my skin from the damaging effects of the sun, you can see the result. I don't have a lot of wrinkles. I don't have a lot of sun damage or age spots. And the issues that do crop up on my skin, because I'm human and I get issues just like everybody else, I address them right away. So if I have a weird looking spot, it gets checked out. Skin cancer, even when you use sunscreen, is so prevalent these days. It really is important for you to know your body and look at anything that changes and make sure that you get that checked out. So what does a pro-aging, anti-aging skincare routine look like? What needs to be in it? Well, first of all, you need to use a vitamin C serum. Vitamin C is packed with antioxidants that the skin is able to absorb and use right away to help the surface of your skin fight off free radical damage and even sun damage. And like sunscreen, this is important because we know that 90% of the signs of aging on most folks' skin has all to do with accumulated sun damage. If you want to understand how damaged your skin is from the environment and exposure to the sun, take a look at your butt, something that should have been covered most of your life, for most of us. Look at the skin that's been covered versus the skin that has not, and you can easily judge the amount of sun damage that you have. The good news is, in these skincare routines, you can use products like tretinoin or retinols to help reverse that sun damage. And there are skincare acids that can help fade age spots and hyperpigmentation, like tranexamic acid, kojic acid, and even prescription hydroquinone. So all is not lost if you have sun damage. There are products that will help you out. And I will put links below to the products I recommend in a skincare routine, a basic skincare routine. So you can check those out when we're done with the video and go and find them for yourself. The other thing that I think is important in an anti-aging skincare routine is some sort of peptides. Peptides are very important. They are collagen building amino acids. They need to be both in your diet as a supplement and they need to be applied to your skin as a topical product. I take collagen peptides in my diet as a supplement every single day, and I also apply them to my skin every single day in my skincare routine. So a vitamin C serum, collagen building peptides, and a retinol product at night to help repair and improve skin elasticity and thickness, followed by sunscreen every day. That's what you need to base your skincare routine around. And of course, you can use those skincare acids for specialized treatments. So now let's talk about lifestyle habits. Both lifestyle habits that I follow and recommend, like getting enough sleep, 6 to 8 hours, making sure you're getting enough rest is so important. There's a biological thing that happens between 10 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, and we call that the body's repair cycle. That's where your body takes out the trash, so to speak. It breaks down cells that are damaged, removes them. It brings extra oxygen and nutrients to your cells so that they can regenerate healthier, longer living cells. So it's imperative on most nights to try to get enough rest, which I know is a struggle for everyone. I have the same issues. So anything you could do, like putting that phone down and not having the TV on, where that light from those devices upsets the circadian rhythm, not helping you to sleep. And then, of course, there are the obvious choices, limiting alcohol and not smoking. And one thing I've adopted for myself in my lifestyle is a way of eating through intermittent fasting. I have found that very effective for me for maintaining my weight, my muscle mass, my blood pressure, also helping me to keep my insulin levels in check. I'm on no medications for anything, and I attribute that to my healthy eating style, along with supplementation, and also managing my stress levels through checkout periods known as mindful meditation that I do every day for at least 15 minutes. I shut it all off, shut it all out. I relax for 15 to 20 minutes, and it makes such a big difference. On the days that something happens where I can't do that, yeah, I really can tell. All of this allows your body to stay in balance and to actually heal itself and keep itself in prime condition. And since this is a science-backed video today, there are all of the new wonderful technologies, the red light therapies. I've done many videos on red light therapy and what it's done for me. Red light therapies have been shown to be amazing for wound healing, skin and collagen regeneration, improved sleep habits, and an overall feeling of well-being. And there are tons of these devices. I've done many videos on them. I will link to those also in the video description box, where you guys can check those specific videos and devices out. But the biggest key here that I can give you is that we're not really talking about anti-aging. We're talking about pro-aging, because we're going to get older no matter what we do or try to do. And that proverbial fountain of youth, while it really does exist through these different channels, not necessarily hard to do, really comes down to your day-to-day choices, these small, tiny decisions that we make that add up to the life we live now and in the future. So because of all of this, 2025 is going to be an amazing year on this channel. We're going to be doing a lot of live Q&As. We're going to be bringing on some guests from these areas of scientific research to help us understand how all of these mechanisms can work for us better. So if you're not subscribed, this is really a great time to do it. You can always unsubscribe if you don't find the information helpful, but I kind of think you're going to find all of this information Very helpful. With that said, check out the links below in the video description box, both for videos and products. Okay, everybody, I hope you found this information that I shared with you today helpful, giving you some steps, some things you can look at doing to improve your own health, vitality, and of course, the way your skin looks. If you did find it helpful, please let me know in the comments below. Like it, share it out. It really helps me and the channel. And for even more ways, and believe me, there are more ways to roll back the clock on skin and body aging, be sure to check out this video I picked out for you next. Stay beautiful. Happy holidays. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you over on that next video.